This illustration deals with priority. In accordance with NFPA 70E 110.1, Informational Notes 1 and 2. In the purpose of change, these two fine print notes were added to provide a safe procedure for establishing an electrically safe work conditions by dealing with equipment that has been properly de-energized, both circuit conductors and parts. Now, notice in the note right to the left top hand side of the illustration refers the user to NFPA 70E, the Annex F on page 69 for more information pertaining to this subject. Now, this qualified person is performing routine maintenance of controller with power circuits being de-energized as outlined in 70E 110.1, Informational Note 2 on page 15. Now notice the interaction here. When we want to see where the interaction requirements are talked about, then go to Article 100, Informational Note on page 10, as well as 110.4D as in dog on page 15. Now interaction, you're either switching, you're removing covers, you're gaining access to the inside where the electrical conductors and circuit parts are exposed at 50 volts or more, say in this condition. And then for normal operation condition, we're referred to the NEC, OSHA 1910-302 through 308, OSHA 1910-331 through 335, as well as the requirements in NFPA 70E. Now, normal operation is knowing how the equipment is installed. Is it installed by the NEC and by the manufacturer's recommendations? Does it comply with 110.3B and C of the NEC, as well as any instructions that are provided by the manufacturer of the equipment? Are the doors secured in proper place? No screws missing, securely fastened and secured to the enclosure. And then there's no evidence of failure. Conductors should be checked to make sure there's no overheating of the insulation. We'll get into that more on down into this presentation. But normal operation can be found in Table 130.5C as in car on page 28 of the 70E document. And in normal operation of equipment can be found on page 15 of 70E. Put those two together, the table and the section, and then you can see the importance of making sure all hazards are taken care of before equipment is maintained or worked on, repaired, and so forth. And that's what this illustration is all about. Take a priority of what you're doing and make sure the equipment is in a safe operating condition or de-energized in an electrically safe work condition before maintenance is performed on such equipment.